Hey everybody, Sarah here. So this is an intro to clutch number 77, hatching. All of these videos were originally posted on TikTok, so if you want to see snake hatching videos as they come out, check me out on TikTok. It's at Joy Princess Sarah. If you do not want to get a TikTok or you don't have one or whatever, don't worry. I will post all of the videos to YouTube in compilations like this. Just letting you know if you did want to see them the day they came out, that's going to be the place to watch them. Clutch number 77 was actually one of the more interesting clutches. The female is from my Flare line. Flare was my very first corn snake that I got, oh geez, years and years and years ago, and she ended up staying in my collection somehow. She's just a normal, but she inherited a lot of genes from him. Her mother was a red coat ghost, so I knew that she was going to be het for Anery ghost and, Anery hypo and red coat, and he ended up being het for Sunkissed, Motley, Anery, Diffused, Charcoal. I mean, pretty much everything except for Amel is what I tell people. Not actually everything, but everything but the kitchen sink. And she inherited a lot of those genes from him. So she is actually het for hypoanery, red coat, charcoal, diffused, and sunkissed. I think that might be all. So I originally bred her to a charcoal male, but didn't think that they actually locked. There was not much evidence that they locked, and he really didn't seem too hip on the upswing. And then I put her in with a male that was sold to me as actually a female, Ghost Blood Red Motley. And of course, after sexing him, finding out that he was not a she, he was actually a he, I thought, well, he would make a good mate for her because there's a lot of very similar genetics going on. So bred her to both of those males apparently because we ended up getting what I believe to be a dual father clutch. So I'll just let you guys go ahead and watch these videos, and I will see you at the end. Here I thought I'd take a minute to highlight clutch 77, which is the next clutch to hatch. I know we're in the middle of 76, but I noticed today that this egg right here is a little bit dented. I don't know if you can tell, but I can kind of push in on it a little bit. Same with this one. They're all kind of getting a little soft, which means they're pretty close to hatching. They're not technically due for another like week, but when I say technically, I always kind of round to like the next 5 days up. So like if I think something's supposed to be due on the 9th, I'll put it to the 15th or to the 10th or something like that. So yeah, we could be expecting these to hatch any day as well. The next clutch is hatching. This clutch is clutch number 77. There should be a lot of really interesting combinations in this clutch, maybe. So the female was a normal, and she's het for Anery, charcoal, diffused, hypo, just like a whole bunch of stuff. Sun-kissed, yeah, just like a bunch of stuff. And she bred with two different males. I originally tried to breed her to a charcoal, not sure if she actually bred to him or not. And then I tried to breed her to a Ghost Blood Red Motley. He was a male that I purchased as a female, and I thought, well, even though they sent me the wrong gender, I'm going to use him anyway. So this is going to be some interesting surprises in this clutch. I expect some normals and then either charcoals or some Ghost Blood Red and maybe Motley and a mix of stuff like that. So I guess we'll see. Okay, it's been about 24 hours since I saw the first one cut, and it looks like a lot more are breathing. Maybe all of them are breathing at this point, but none of them have decided to actually come out of the egg, so yeah, we're just kind of waiting on that right now. It's like I said, it's been 24 hours, so at some point, some of these guys have got to start coming out. Okay, we are back, and two very predictable babies have come out of the egg. We obviously have our little normal over here, and we have little Anery over here. They're both very scared and not happy that I've entered their territory. Yeah, and another Anery came out earlier, and I went ahead and put it in its new little home for now. So yeah, we're just waiting on the rest of them to come out. I guess we still don't really know who Daddy is based on this, but I'm guessing if we got an Anery, probably the Ghost Blood Red Motley is the dad, but I'd really like to see what other babies come out before we can say anything. And before you ask, the little blood that's coming out of this egg is actually perfectly normal, and the baby cuts that itself sometimes, so don't worry about that too much. It's actually just a normal part of the little veins being cut inside the egg when babies are cutting. So anyway, we'll come back later when we know more. A couple more babies poking their head out, and I think with this baby at the bottom, we can pretty fairly say for sure that the Ghost Blood Red Motley at least fathered that baby. because this baby is definitely a ghost and not an anery. And I do know that the mom was het for hypo and anery, so I believe that probably the ghost blood red motley was the father, which I'm kind of glad about. That means we might actually see some blood reds and some other interesting things in this clutch as they come out. This one back here just kind of looks like another normal, which is fine, and to be expected since the mom is actually normal. So I'm gonna leave these very, very angry babies alone because they don't really want me to be bothering them right now, and I'll wait for them to kind of come out on their own time. Some of the other ones haven't really shown their noses yet, so I'm not really sure what they are, but we'll keep in touch. Okay, we're back with clutch 77. Actually, the ghost came all the way out and I put it in its enclosure, but then this dark little one decided to come out, and guys, I think it might be a charcoal. I think maybe we might have a dual father clutch with this one, so it could be that the charcoal was the father of some of them, because I don't think that that's just an anery. It's so dark compared to the other aneries in this clutch. I think that either the charcoal was the only father or was at least a father of some of these babies. So this will be the first time I have an actual dual father clutch, if that's the case, because I'm usually really, really careful with who breeds to what, but I honestly did not think that the charcoal did the job. So this might be proving me wrong. I guess we'll see when everybody else comes out. Back here at clutch 77, this very beautiful dark normal just came out. With that head being so colorful, I thought maybe we were going to get a hypo, because we do have at least one ghost, so hypo is a possibility, but the rest of its body is so dark. I don't know if there's going to be any like Okati looking ones or not, but she, it, I'm not sure, is actually very beautiful. So I don't know, very, very pretty dark normal with a very light, very red head. So yeah, I just thought that it was very pretty, and just wanted to show it off. Very pretty little baby, and came out right in my hand, so I was like, okay, I'll, oh, you yawn, okay. So yeah, just thought I'd show you guys. Very pretty little baby. This is actually going to be the final part of clutch 77. I can see what's in there. It looks like there's 3 aneries and 1 normal left. So the final count on this one is 1 charcoal, 1 ghost. Looks like 6 aneries, and then 4 normals. So the question is, what does this mean for the clutch exactly? Because the mom, I know, is het for, obviously, anery and charcoal. She's het for diffused and sun-kissed. She's possibly het motley. I also think she's het redcoat. She's het hypo. I think we might have a dual father clutch, which basically means that the female bred to 2 different males, and some of the offspring belong to one male and some belong to the other. I can understand how this happened because I originally bred her to a charcoal, and I didn't think that it actually took because I never saw them lock. And then I bought a ghost blood red motley female that actually ended up being a male, so I went ahead and paired her with him. So what I think is all of the aneries and the ghosts are probably the offspring of the ghost blood red motley, and the charcoal is obviously probably the offspring of the charcoal, and the normals we just don't know. It is weird we didn't get any diffused though, so I'm thinking that maybe the father is not actually a blood red motley. I hope that you enjoyed watching all of those little babies hatching. I know that I kind of left it on a cliffhanger there because I was kind of in a hurry. That was actually around the same time as my bridal shower, and I was kind of like, okay, I'm going to record these videos and then I got to get out the door. So I just was like, I'm just going to assume what these last 3 babies are based on what their noses look like. And it turns out, I thought that we had 2 aneries and a normal, but it turns out there was a charcoal, an anery, and a normal. So we ended up having 2 charcoals from this clutch, which is one reason that I'm pretty sure the charcoal male did actually hook up with the female at least once. And there's a ghost in there, which I'm very excited about, and a lot of aneries, which I'm very excited about, and of course we got a handful of normals as well, which all ended up being male, in case you were wondering. All of those normals were males. I had a couple of friends who really wanted some female normals from that clutch, and there weren't any, which... sorry, I can't really help that. I am planning on keeping both of the charcoals, one of the male aneries, and probably the female ghost as well. So that's just my thought. But it was really interesting to see that this is the first time I've actually had a known, or believed to be known, dual father clutch. I'm going to try to breed that female to the ghost male again, the ghost motley male again. We also kind of found out through this clutch that the ghost blood red motley is actually not only not a female, but also probably not a blood red, because I know that this female has produced blood reds before, and there's no sign of mask or blood red or anything in any of these babies. So it's still possible. I'm going to try to breed her to that ghost Motley male again next year and see what comes out. The female is also possibly het for Motley, but after breeding her to a lot of het Motleys, and Motley is like, I don't think that she got the het, which is fine. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe and, share this video with anybody you think that might like it, and maybe check out some of my Morph ID videos or the Morph deep dive videos. A lot of people seem to like those. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.